What happened to your smile? No, that's fine.
Okay. Well, we've got a case that under fluorescent light, ironically, lost a lot of color with these fluorites. Without the brighter lights, they seem to have washed out, but there's what looks like very dark crystals in a good white light actually glow in a variety of colors. The back right is actually a cranberry red. It's a mix of purple and yellow and orange with calcites on top, and with a decent light on it, it just glows in colors that you've just never seen out of fluorite. It's pretty amazing, with a variety of yellow and purple fluorites. These are all from Illinois, a couple of different locations, but we call this one, when you can see it right, it's a tie-dye fluorite, because the core of it is yellows and reds, and it gives us an orange color from the back, covered by a deep blue. So it's the whole mix of colors together is really spectacular.
It's very aesthetic piece too.
It really is very aesthetic. Very large cubic crystal. You want to talk about this?
This is our 53 case, the number 53, where we had so many ideas still. So we kind of combined them for Canada, Chile, and global topaz. So instead of having 3 cases like we had hoped, we narrowed it down to the one. But we have gorgeous the grossular garnets here. Oh, okay, thank you.
These are from Asbestos, Canada. These grossular garnets. Go ahead.
Actually, why don't you go ahead and do this one?
The Canadian pieces here on this side, at least, in addition to these wonderful grossular garnets, and this particular one is really fine. We have some wonderful cerandites back here. This pumpkin orange mineral with a couple of nice cut stones along with it, which is rare to find of anything of close to gem quality of that material.
I think that Terry Zenek's got the...
There's some Zenexites in the back. We've got Terry Zenek right was here a second ago. Did he walk away? He was just, oh, he does. He was just here, and this is named after him as the discoverer.
And he discovered that piece next to it.
The Chrysocolla beside it is also from Chile, and there's one around Gail's neck right here. Terry found these as well in Chile some years ago. So it's nice to be able to take some minerals and convert it into jewelry at the same time. There's an old Proustite here from also Chile, from Chañarcillo, which is the famous conquistadors' silver mine. That many of the pieces of 8 and the silver bullion that they mined out of the South America, a lot of it came out of this particular mine, starting in the 15 and 1600s, and it was finally abandoned in around 1850. So by definition, anything from that mine is very old. Some interesting titanites and sphenes here. This one happens to be from Pakistan, as it turns out, as well as some interesting topaz from some pink topaz here from Pakistan. A wonderful, again, an American Treasures exhibition piece from Utah, the Thomas Range, and some other crystals from China and elsewhere in the background here.
We're both a little loopy. This is a copper collection that I put together for display. Most are from Michigan, but there are some here from Namibia and Arizona, Russia, Bolivia. What else do we have? Kazakhstan. The one in the back corner was featured in Dave Wilbur's What's Hot in Tucson a few years ago, and it does look like a pineapple, and that is what we call it. Very fascinating piece. One of our favorites is this piece here in the front, which is also...
It's from the Calumet in Hecla mine in Maine. Unusual spinel twin.
In Michigan, not Maine.
I misspoke. Michigan, sorry.
Copper from Maine,
yeah,
wow.
A series of branches of spinel twins with a variety of interesting cubic and octahedral crystals on the ends of those.
This piece is also just absolutely beautiful, a large nugget of copper.
There's a variety of historic mines represented here. Most of this material is from Michigan. There's also in the front and center, this arborescent piece is actually from Ongania in Namibia, where so many of the cuprites coated by malachite were found. And this interesting piece here is actually coated with what we think is a cuprite. It has a reddish coating on it from Russia that we recently acquired. It's from an area just north of the Crimea. This is our Australian case. We have a couple of crocoite examples here that most people are familiar with, and a variety of opals from different locales. There's a couple of fossilized clam shells that converted into opal in their fossilization. Some wonderful rhodonites, and this piece here is rhodonite with a garnet. There's an almandine red garnet on the same piece here with it, and this gold in the back is from the Golden Mile area of Australia, where they have these spectacular, very pure gold. So they have a particularly bright golden yellow color. With the dark spots are actually tellurides. These are rare tellurium minerals that they find in that area, and that are distinctive. That adds an interesting contrast to this interesting form of gold. We've got in the fluorescent, these opals have lost all their luster, but there's some spectacular fire out of the Galwa nut opals is what these are called. And in this case, you've got a combination of both the Australian white opal and the black opal that I'm going to detach from this base before too long and make a necklace for Gail out of this piece. And this one in the back is another example that just has a variety of interesting colors as well. And then almost like looking into the heavens in the far side here, this black opal is pretty spectacular. For those interested, there's a very unusual atacamite back here. That's typically a tiny bladed, bright green bladed mineral that in this particular case, they're actually fairly large crystals in there. The terminations are tetragonal. There's a distinct three-sided face with lustrous terminations on that is fascinating.
Hope he knows his stuff.
Who's he talking about? Me?
Yeah.
Of course. You want to talk?
No.
Right. This is Morocco. It's we've been fans in particular of Bouager and the erythrites. As you can see, there's actually several habits and anglicites. We've got some wonderful vanadinites in the back corner here, bright red in this case, and an old barrel-shaped with an overcoat of a kind of a ivory white vanadinite material. We've got some unusual azurite pseudomorphed into malachite, which you don't find very often at all in Morocco here. Some wonderful yellow, lemon yellow wolfenites from Morocco.
That's a beautiful.
We've got a Wendell Wilsonite named after Wendell Wilson of the MR is right here in this piece. It's similar to rosalite, which is what that is back there, or rosacite. Did I get that right?
Rosacite.
Rosacite. There's a variety of really interesting minerals in there, some oranges and reds and pinks at the micro level. Some big erythrites here on the typical bladed variety, as is this one. What's very unusual is this acicular erythrite. This is a series of long fibers, of long needles, as almost like an aggregate here. And last but not least is what we call the clamshell habit. I've never seen another one like this. This is just an incredible specimen of anything. Never mind this deep burgundy violet erythrite material. And of course, there's some cerusites here. This one is unusual and has all three habits of cerussite on one piece. There's V-twin in the back side there. There's a tabular elongated, which is actually the rarest, and that is not the twin. And there's it got turned on me here. It's been twisted on this side as a reticulated form. So this is about 90 degrees spun from the ideal viewing angle for that piece. But a variety of really interesting things from this country. You want to talk?
I'll talk a little. I'm so tired. I want to